Hey, it's Cilantro again. I'm gonna be playing Elden Ring once again, and I'm going to continue where we left off in Lindale. Last video we beat Margaret, Morgoth the Fellowman, and now we're gonna continue to pick up this great rune and then go to the Forbidden Lands. And now if I remember correctly, the Forbidden Lands are right after the Alvenu balcony, but instead of continuing on into the dragon statue, you're going to take a left to go onto the door that opens to the Forbidden Lands. When I first played this game, I really didn't like this area because it kind of seemed like a maze. But once you know the direct route to the bosses in this area, it is pretty straightforward, you know, pretty short area to pass through. Recently, I've noticed that in this game, a lot more people have been playing online, especially. So for the next playthrough, I might turn off online functionality because I do kind of want to start doing stuff like on separate videos, you know, invasions and the like. One of the first bosses we're going to be fighting today is the Fell Twins. The Fell Twins are these two omen-like bosses that are guarding Morgoth's tower. This area I always hated dealing with. It's one misbegotten like 3 demi-humans and a perfumer, so I'm just gonna run past it if you guys don't mind. Because you don't really get anything if you fight them either, so it's more of a hassle trying to slow you down. Which I've noticed a lot in Elden Ring especially. You just kind of just run past things if you don't want to deal with them. I'm not saying that I hate it, but I feel like it is kind of a flaw. It shows a flaw in the level design of some of these parts. Because the game really does discourage players from fighting characters this late in the game at this point. Because if 2 or 3 gang up on you, it could just be curtains. There we go. I do really like this weapons riposte animations. It's super unique. And one thing I also love about my other weapon is these are really good at taking down mounted enemies. Because it usually either knocks their mount off or kills them in the first place. Look at that. Right now, when it comes to runes, I haven't spent any yet in this playthrough, but we're already at 3 million. And by the end of Mountaintop of the Giants, we should be, if everything goes well, we should be at around 4 million. Because if I remember correctly, Fire Giant drops 300,000 runes after you defeat him, and Nile and the rest of Castle Sol is going to drop us the other 7,000 runes. If we do fall short, I might fight some area bosses around, like the Deathrite Bird, but that's only if we have to. Now usually you would take the elevator down here, but today we're gonna go to the right to pick up Morgoth's Great Rune. I really like how they present this boss, because they usually have a lone guard just standing there patrolling, and you just see him die. Probably known to the Fellows right here. See, you see him, you're about to attack him. It goes dark. And you just see him right here. Now, since this is a 2v1, I feel like it's only fair for us to make this a 2v1. Because these guys do a lot of damage really fast if you left them. I find switching between the two swords commonly really does work out for me. Because while Umber the Briar's sword is a very good poise damager, my Zwahiler is super good when it comes to damage. I think it has about 600 per swing now. And I don't even think I fully scaled strength yet. Let me check. Yeah, before buffs, my strength is 66. I really should be two-handing this, but I've kind of grown reliant onto the shield. I play very, very risky now. I'm super in their face. I'm not sure if I will cover all the Grey Runes in here. I might. I'll definitely do Mogan. I'm not sure about Melania. Because her area is always a hassle for me. Not to mention the fight. Rykard, I'll do a video for Rykard, of course. I've always really liked Volcano Manor as like a little area. But I might get there through the cheesy way, going through Rare Lucaria, through the teleporter, and it's dropping down. Since I'm already level to handle the Apostle. What's really interesting about this tower is this tower is the only tower in the game where you pick up 2 Great Runes. It shows only 1/2 right now, but once I get Mohg's Great Rune, I'll be able to pick it up here as well. That's why it has a little side of grace there. And we're not going to equip it now, but we're just going to save right here. Then we're going to fast travel back to the front of the building. And now we're going to head our way to the Forbidden Lands. The Forbidden Lands was always a strange area to me, like the little strip before you go to the Mountaintop of the Giants. I never really liked it, because before you played it, it was really easy to get lost in there, because there really isn't a central direction for where you're supposed to go. You're just kind of following and reopening your map. Then once you find an enemy, say goodbye to opening that map, because once you start finding the Virgo Militia, there's nothing else you can do. You can't open that map ever again. One thing I hated about Lindale is you can't use your horse. I get that like the entirety of Lindale is kind of like a legacy dungeon, but it does make stuff like the stretches like this really boring, especially when you've already killed all the enemies, or the one enemy here. Recently, Elden Ring has posted on their Twitter, and they're starting to post more actively again, right? Which is really nice, because it does really give me hope that the DLC is coming out soon. I love this game. It's my favorite Souls game ever. Like, Dark Souls 1 and 2 to 3 are super good, but don't get me wrong. But Elden Ring, when it comes to road building and just exploring, it's one of the best. I'll never get bored of this running around in this game and killing random enemies. It does get frustrating more than the others, though. Oh, see what I mean? I'm losing my sense of direction in this area. Oh shit! I accidentally ran into a circle. I usually ignore the Vulgar Militia here, because if you bother fighting them, you're just gonna end up getting yourself killed. What the fuck? I'm like lost. Guess I'm supposed to go down here. What? Huh? Okay, I might be messing something up. You go straight. There you go. For a second there, I was getting really confused. Like, where am I going? But I think I've gotten the hang of it now. See, like with all this fog, it's very easy to like lose your step here. So when I first played this, I was stuck here for a while. Do I want to fight the boss at the end of here? It's a Gargoyle Valiant, but it's a Black Blade one, so they do hella damage. Between this and the next video, I might respec into Intelligence Sword build. You know, using the Carrion Knight Sword and the Bligh's Great Sword, because I feel like that'd be a fun change of pace for my build. Because most of my builds have either been Dex or Strength builds. My first build was, I guess you could consider it like a Samurai Dex build. It was pretty lame, but I really liked the Samurai. There's just a problem with Samurai is it's super easy to just get carried away and just start shredding through enemies. There you go. I really hate how they have his little lock on his chest instead of his legs. Unlike other larger enemies like the giants. They really do put these really large enemies around the worst places to fight them. There's just big ass obstacles blocking their way. Rita's making my asshole. There we go. After I finish this playthrough on this channel, this is probably going to be the last of my unedited videos. Because I just want to do a brand fresh playthrough of one of the starter classes I've never played with. And just have that like some sort of like edited onto it. Because I want to try to get into that kind of stuff. Because I feel like it could be like a fun like getaway from right now. But right now we have the rolled medallion, so we're gonna hoist that. I kind of wish there was another way to get to the Mountaintop with the giants. Kind of like how like you can get to Lendale without the Dectus medallion. But I can see why they kind of locked it off from the main players at the beginning of the game. Because you can get a lot of really good stuff here. Right now, we're gonna find Shabriri, which is kind of like Shabriri's there's an NPC in this game called Yira, who's like a really cool NPC. He helps you out when it comes to like invasions. He wants to hunt down all the bloody fingers, but he dies at the end of his quest, and he gets possessed. His body at least gets possessed by Shabriri, and we don't like that. We don't like Shabriri, so we're going to murder him without any like hesitation. And he also uses the Frenzied Flame, which is really lame. Oh, that sucks. Did I hit the set at Grace? Hopefully I did. Yeah, I don't really like... The Frenzied Flame is fine and all, but I feel like it should have been buffed. Not buffed. It should have been nerfed like how Sleep and Poison and other side effects are in this game. I need to pick up my runes first of all so I don't lose them. Ooh, he thought he did something with that, missing all them shots. Oh, you have no pots, bitch. You should have picked golden seeds. Yeah, get fucked. We hate Shabriri. Me and my homies hate Shabriri. Yeah, give me your iron castle. It's kind of strange how even armor has rarities. I feel like it was probably left out in the game last second when it wouldn't surprise me if there was some way to upgrade armor. But all the armor sets there are in this game. One thing I do really like is if you grind enough, you can probably just get any enemy's armor or weapons in this game, which is really fun. Put all these little combinations when it comes to enemies and weapons. This bridge has always been a nice scenic area for this game. It kind of shows off what there is to come. And then it's ruined by this archer right here. If you're not paying attention, he can easily knock you off this mountain, but before you even know it. So I usually just go down here, because when I'm down here, it's usually when he fires. Yep. These guys are pretty easy to dispatch, though. One riposte is like does 13k damage to them for some reason. They're super like vulnerable to it. Unlike the fire giant, if you fight the fire giant, you get him like knocked down out of poise. Do not go for the riposte in his eye. It is like 300 damage tops. Most R2s will do more damage than that at this stage of the game. Oh, that's a shame. I can't do it. It's blocked up by the rocks. That's one thing I hate about this area. It gives you a lot of large enemies to fight, but they just put rocks fucking everywhere, so it just becomes a huge hassle trying to even fight them. It's one of the reasons the fire giant's my least favorite boss in this game. Like, don't be surprised if I have a couple deaths on the fire giant. He's just super annoying to deal with. It would have been a fine boss if the arena wasn't so big and his AI just didn't have him roll around on a second phase all the fucking time. After I beat this, I don't think the new playthrough is going to be instant. I feel like I'm going to have a bunch more kind of like bullshit videos like I had with my Blythe video. You know, just fucking killing him over and over until I no-hitted him. I never knew that he just didn't die if you killed him beforehand. I thought that was really cool. Jesus, look at that. 14k damage on that guy. Oh, knocked him down again. These guys are about a lot of runes now. Once I finally beat the ELDEN beast, I'm gonna... Well, I don't think I'll go for that. I might, after I beat the fire giant, reach the crumbling Fair Missoula, I'm probably gonna level up. This is right here is like 10 levels I can put into something like strength. Big guy right here. I wonder if we can get their halberd. It would be kind of cool if we could. Definitely a colossal weapon, though. But I could be wrong. Sometimes the biggest weapons are like shrinked for the player characters. Oh damn! I went to the wrong side. Hopefully I have enough time. There we go. I was looking into the game actually. The part George R.R. Martin worked on the most was the kind of relationships between the bosses in America. Which I do kind of realize, because now that I look back to it, the relationship between these bosses and shard bearers are really like Game of Thronesy, with like how each of them is related for some fucking reason. I wonder if we're, I wonder if we should bother with Borealis. He's a really annoying, one of the really annoying dragon bosses. Like, it's like on the same tier of like if they added a bleed dragon. Oh, that's not healthy for you. First boss we're gonna fight is coming up right here. In the Mountaintops with the Giants, of course. First boss we follow is the Fell Twins. Borealis. I never really like fighting Borealis, because he just kind of shows up once you're in the Frozen Lake. So he does really catch you off guard, does give you time to summon your mimics and everything. A lot of people are really against like creators using stuff like mimic tiers when they play the game, but the game was really designed for you to be playing with other people or like some other companion. So I don't really know why people care so much. Like the Godskin duo, for example. People said that boss is so hard, but they were finding it one-on-one. So like, yeah, no shit, it's gonna be hard. They designed this game to be used around spirit summons and multiplayer. Now I feel like being a boss with a friend or like a mimic doesn't make you any worse than like the average person. See what I hate about this boss? You just can't see shit for the entire of the boss. Hopefully I do a lot of damage to it. Another thing, it just likes to fly around and just run. That's kind of a theme with the bosses in this game, except Nile. Not the game, but the area. Oh yeah, that too. The frost buildup on attacks. I just gotta head off before you could run away. Now we gotta actually run. They're gonna use some bullshit. There we go. Oh, fuck. Thank God he was targeting that mimic. I would have died there. Dragons are already fun to fight in this game, but how kind of jank their hitboxes are. And this, how prone they're just flying away when we do any sort of damage to them. Which, like, don't get me wrong, if I was a dragon, I would run the fuck away if I was getting my ass killed. But still, it just, sometimes it's not fun to fight against. Like the dragon in Caleb. I think his name is Grail. Like, he just runs away when we do any sort of damage to him. But yep, there we go. That's Borealis. We got the Dragon Heart. We're gonna do Freedom Mike and go on to the... We're not gonna fight the Tibia or the Deathrite Bird yet, but if we do need more roots to get to 4 million, then yeah, we'll bother with doing it. But right now we're gonna go to Castle Soul. We're not gonna go through it in its entirety. We're just gonna rush to the boss. But it's still a pretty fun boss. The castle just isn't fun. It's just like the amalgamation of a fuck ton of enemies just spawn there just to kill you. And the worst part is the enemies can just despawn and respawn right after, so you just can't even land a hit on them. Casual Soul is probably one of my least favorite of the legacy dungeons in this game, because it's just more unfair than anything. Most dungeons, like, you know, Red Mane, Stormvale, Castle, they have like fighting in it, but like the fighting seems fair. You know, you're outnumbered and all, which is just, oh, it's not unfair, but it is fair in my opinion, because at least the enemies you're fighting won't just despawn and while they're in front of you, just spawn behind you and kill you from behind. Oh, fuck off with that foamy shit. We're running right past his Deathrite Bird to get the Castle Soul. Cause that guy's also really annoying to fight. I think he has like one of the most damage. Oh fuck, that's end of the line. We might have to fight him right now, actually. Cause I don't know where. I don't remember at least where to go. I think it's down here. Somewhere down here. Oh, there it is. We found it. I was just checking if I wanted any of the remembrances back. From the cathedral. But yeah, for Castle Soul, we're just going to be running right through it. We're going to pick up the Shotel. And we're just going to face the boss. Because I do not like fighting through this castle, especially with all the bullshit like summon in, summon out enemies. These lions seem really scary, but they just can't walk upstairs. So, yeah, they're not really the biggest threat once you realize that. There's some birds that are here, so they're gonna probably chase me, and that's gonna be really fucking annoying, because the birds in this game are just actual hell spawn. But I have a sort of deal with them now. But see, it's like, the birds, you just can't do anything to do so much damage to them. Fuck off. I'm just gonna run to the side of Grace. But see what I mean? Like, they summon in, and if you try to attack them, they'll summon right back out. The worst ones are their Banished Knights. Those ones are really fucking annoying. Well, at least we reached you, Grace. I can probably find my way with Lion's Claw, but I won't be surprised if I don't make it. There you go. I'm surprised. I got really lucky with him not despawning when he got hit the first time. I'm surprised those birds got past playtesting. Because in most weapon combos, you can't really hit them. And they have so much health for an enemy you can barely fucking hit. Gotta do some Sniper Elite gameplay right here. If that guy realizes I'm there, he's just gonna summon a fuck ton of summons. They don't really communicate that to you at all, like that's how they function, which is really lame. Oh fuck, these guys. These guys will just, if they grab you, they'll just drain your HP to like, I think, 2. Oh my god, fuck off. Yeah, I get chainsawed. Oh no, I'm dead. I died. Oh, thank you, Radon's Grave Rune. These guys can chain crab you though. So if I got unlucky and just went for the grab attack again, I would have been good as dead. Yeah, that guy's eyeing me. I gotta shoot him in the head. There we go. Now nobody will spawn. There we go. Now what makes Nile special is the same way what makes O'Neal special. That he can also, like, he also summons 2 Banished Knights instead of Clean Rock. And they do get kind of annoying, but with my build, they're kind of easy to dispatch. We gotta kill swords first, and then shield. Good thing my Mimic just doesn't get status effects, so you can just kind of go in there and just do whatever. I have to kind of keep my distance, especially with O'Neal. Nile. It's the same guy, same model, copy creation, just different colors. Gotta be careful. This guy can dish out damage pretty fast. There we go. Say goodbye. We now have half the Halakir Battalion, which is kind of cool. So if we wanted to, I can grab the other half of Liurnia, and we can go to, we can get to, what do you call it? Consecrated Snowfield. I kind of hate that there's like nothing there. There's like 3 places you can go. One of them is Lisa, one of the other places. I've always collected the left piece first, so I wonder if I go into the round table, if Ensha will still attack you. Because if you collect that half in Liurnia, Ensha will always come to attack you. Like, as an invader, to kind of steal it back. Oh, he does. That's kind of cool. But yeah, Ensha's about to get murdered, so have fun watching that. Oh, yo, watch your jet, bruh. Yeah, get fucked, idiot. He really thought he was something. There you go. New items can be bought from the Twin Maiden Husks. So let's see what those new items are. No, just Sanctuary Stones. Kinda lame. But we can buy these Rune Arcs, and I am gonna buy those. And the keys. And that should be everything we need. Now all that's left to do is to go to the Giant. That's... hopefully it's fine, and it's not gonna be the worst fight ever like it is sometimes. With this build, at least I should be able to do a lot of poise damage. So if I do get lucky, I will be able to keep him still in the first stage. You can summon Alexander in that fight, but he's kind of more of a detriment than anything, because Not only does he make the boss harder, he just stops fucking working sometimes after the second half because he'll like spawn like inside of a rock and it'll just be running in place for the entirety of the fight while he has double HP or something like that. Right there, see, look at that. It's the fire. Oh, fuck those lobsters. Me and my homies hate lobsters. Those guys are like legitimately the worst fucking enemy in the game. They have tanky ass HP and they have like a projectile that can shoot from across the map. I wonder, I'm gonna do some leveling up and then like try to do like some sort of respec before I end the video after I defeat the fire giant. I don't know how much time I'm running on right now, though. But if we're kind of running short on time, I'll show like the process of like picking new weapons and leveling up again. Oh, what the hell? We can fight these guys. We can take them. We're not no pussies. Oh, fuck. They got his older brother. I got my twin brother, bro. You gotta be careful not to let the big guy, though. Wherever he is, because he's the one that's gonna rock our shit. Oh, no. No, okay. That still isn't any better. But it could have been worse. I could have been knocked off that building. I didn't know how low my health was. Hopefully we can re-pick those up later. Oh, all the way back here. You really think for an outpost like that, have some sort of stake America. Dude, to do what I was talking about last video, I've been playing more Counter-Strike 2, and it is getting better. The game's feeling more finished. But until I start seeing the other base operators on maps like Mirage and stuff like that, I still think the game's gonna be in beta because it's just so weird, like playing a map like a nuke, and like it's just like, oh, you're playing. You remember when you played SFBI in that map? Nope, you're now just default SAS agent. Or like in Dust, where you're like, oh, you're Israeli fighting forces. Oh no, you're just SAS. Italy, oh, you're GIGN. Nope. British fighting forces. Like, it's just pretty lame. I feel like that, of all things, should have been, like, pressed out pretty quick, but surprisingly, it's nah. Yeah, fuck you with that dog. I really hate the big dogs here. They fight really fast and are always in, like, groups of 17. First priority is pick up these runes. That's like 3 milli, vanilli. We'll come back to these guys after I defeat the fire giant. How about that? I don't know how long the video is running though, but I feel like it's running a little bit shorter than Lindale. I'll take a quick peek after I defeat the fire giant. One thing you can see me fight is Okina, aka the average bleed build player. This area is always pretty cool. Just it's filled. One thing I noticed is all of the skeletons of giants. They have trees coming through to mean they were death blighted, which is really cool when it comes to the lore implications. It is a shame that this area is kind of ruined by the fact you have to run so fastly through it, because there's so many enemies that'll just chase you down and kill you. You might be asking why I got off my horse, but I didn't click the button to do that, because right now we're getting invaded by the average bleed build player, Okina. There he is. He has rivers of blood in the Zatuichi. But if you outrange him, it is kind of an easy fight. A really funny thing is, Rivers of Blood used to be really dog shit until they've fixed how arcane scales with weapons. This is actually pretty good practice for how you fight the average bleed build player if he's not using Ashes of War. You just have to kind of like distance him out, because most of the high bleed weapons, at least, are very short range compared to others. And you just wait for him to mess up like that. We got the sweat weapon though, so that's fun. We're gonna pick up the stone here as well, because we can for right now. There you go. Not sure if we'll need it necessarily, but it was just nice to have. Now is the final attraction, the Fire Giant, the worst boss in this game. Either that or Malekith. It sounds like I'm complaining a lot, but I do really love this game, though, so don't get the wrong message from it. Hopefully I don't die from this stupid ass fall. Okay, there we go. I once died from that fall. If you jump off a torrent, you just die. We should have enough runes to reach 4 million. Once you defeat him, though, so that's sweet. Hopefully you have him first try, because this guy's always the easiest on the first try. Because you kind of get to jump on him, you know? How is that not a hit? Thankfully, he's been staying in this little rocky area. There you go. Now we just pray that our mimic doesn't die instantly. Because when he's doing that little attack phase right there, he kind of has the habit of just fucking instantly dying. Like, see what I mean? Like, the moment you do any damage on him, he just runs away instantly. See, look at that. It's not that... I kind of get it, like, why he moves like that. It's just really frustrating for slower attacking fighters. Thank God I didn't hit damage from that. I'll pop too. It's better to be full health, just in case. My horse is almost dead, but fuck it, we ball. But if you do die with on your horse, it's basically a death sentence on this fight. Because you just stay on the ground for so long. Oh fuck, I see what I mean with that tree or something in the rocks. It didn't let him move, so it just kind of hit me instead. Hopefully when I make your hazard from behind. Nice, we got him first try. Of course Gilbert has to be playing the game, so it covers it up for me. There we go, we got 4 melee runes. That was a pretty good fight in all though. Not a lot of chances where I got stuck on rocks or he got stuck on rocks. Only one, I think. Usually when I fight that guy, he just rolls to the worst places filled with rocks. There we go. Let me see how long we got on this video. Alright. Right now it is... Dude, that's actually pretty long. 48 minutes. I'm going to stop the recording here. But next video we're going to be changing our build probably from like a strength to like a magic maybe. Not like a wizard shit, but like a magic sword. But look forward to that. After that we're going to be doing Crumbling Fair Missoula. See ya.